Hi everyone, it's Lorie and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. So today we are going to do a quick flip through of my Angie inspired journal. So this is actually Angie's journal is something that Heather, she got Angie Mail, showed on her channel. She has 2 or 3 videos, I believe, over there. And so do a couple of other folks. Sorry guys, I just cleaned my mat. It's still not great, but you know. So yeah, so I went ahead and went in and put, I got my Joyce Meyer on this morning, guys. It's still only like 5 something. Yeah, but yeah, I ended up putting stuff in it. I just felt inspired and just did it. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick flip through of this as soon as I stop rambling, and then move on to the next project. So here we go. So we did take this jute, I believe is what you call it. We took the rings off and put those on because I wanted that to be my cover. My thingy fell off. Okay, maybe I like completely lost it, but we'll get out one for it. Okay. And on the front of it here, I just took this. I believe this one is antique. It's so pretty. It says roses bloom about your way, making life one summer day. Isn't that so pretty? So I just took it and paper clipped it on the edge of there. And then this is just like that baking paper, or I don't know, some kind of paper from your kitchen. And just put a little snippet there that I just tore off. And then this is a first use stamp, and this is from 1958. I believe that's what that was. Didn't put anything in the envelope, but I did have this picture, so I just used my Tim Holtz tiny attacher and stapled that on there and tucked it in this pocket here, and then just clipped our little postcard there. So I thought that was cute. And then here, this right here, guys, I had gotten a fair amount of laces and trims and stuff from an estate sale. This lady was actually, I think maybe she was in her 90s, but she was a seamstress, and she had a shop for, I believe it was like over 60 years. She had not passed, but she was put in assisted living, I believe, and her home was just full because it had been quite a few years that she had actually closed her shop. And of course, all that lace and stuff, you know, instead of selling it off or whatever, went into her house. So her house was literally just full of it. So this came on one of those, and I just tore it and distressed around it. A little bit of antique book page here that I actually just distressed around, and I had put a script stamp on there. And then right here, I have made this into a pocket, so I just have some collage here. This is April 6, 1954 ledger. Some music sheet. I think that music sheet was antique, if I'm not mistaken. A printable, a little piece of lace, a vintage stamp, some dolly, and some embossed paper that I embossed. And in this little pocket here, we have another first day use 1946 envelope, and in here I just put one of these cards. And this right here, guys, I believe is the man who actually ordered these, and that was just inside the envelope, and I just put it inside this vintage card here and stuck that down in there somehow. I have a worse time getting this particular envelope open, who knows why. So that just tucks in there. And then I went through my stash, guys, and found this letter of some sort. Not sure what, but look at that writing. I probably need to make a digital out of this. This is the original. I don't even really know which way it goes or what language it's in. Isn't that awesome, though? I mean, look at that writing. Yep, love it. So I just tucked that down in there with that envelope, so that goes in there. And this right here, guys, that I made this pocket out of is handmade paper. I think it's watercolor paper, handmade watercolor paper, and I actually got it off of Amazon. And then over here just did some collaging and did a pocket and left just a blank tag in there. I was gonna like decorate it up, but I ended up not. Just one of those things, I guess. And then this right here is, this one is the one, I'm not sure if it's antique or vintage, but it was a music sheet, but not the regular, you know, hymnal type music sheet. It is, I think this is like piano, if I'm not mistaken. I am not 100% sure, but just did some collage in here, a little snippet there. Since I took stuff in it, it kind of poked up, so that's why I put that rusted paper clip there. And then right here we have one of our pockets that we made. The little tag in there that was inspired by Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. So this right here just has a little tag in there, and I believe we made these together. Oh no, is it stuck? Sticky. Okay, we got it. Didn't ever back it, so yeah. Just one of those things, guys. Just one of those things. Kept fighting with my paper clips this morning. There we go. And just did some collage in there. Because I was torn whether or not to do a pocket. But this paper here, this music sheet stuff, is really fragile. So I did reinforce the folds here on the outside with some of this script washi tape. And then you open it up, and in here I have some more pieces of vintage and antique. Look at that color on there. Probably need to make a digital out of that as well. So I took that one in there, and then this sheet. Here, guys, this is 1856. This is original. This is not a copy. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that paper. I think maybe that was where a wax seal was. I'm thinking. So I just folded that down and paper clip those two together to hold them together. Stop tearing that paper. And just laid that in there like that. You know what? I could probably change it out with this one. Might be cuter. Here we go. Yep, cuter. We'll put that over there. So we have that there. Turn it over. Just some collage in here. Then here I used this envelope, which was also a first day use, 1946. Did a little collage, if you will, up here with some really light, soft pink. What is that stuff? Anyway, that stuff. And so, sorry guys, I can't remember what you call anything today. And then this right here is a vintage button from a wedding dress that I had purchased. And under there we have some vintage dolly, piece of a vintage eyelash trim. There you go. This right here was just a little corner piece of some handmade embossed paper that has a butterfly punched out. And that was from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. Love her paper. Her fall that she just released, I totally missed it because I was at work. It's like I'm missing a lot of stuff because I'm at work these days. And then this right here is just a flip out. I used some little snippets of lace just to make that a flip out. Did some collage in here with some digitals. And then over here, same thing, just some collage over there. And this is just a glassine bag. It's just a regular old bag. It's not vintage or anything. And I just put this cute little card in there because I thought it was really pretty. Those roses. So I just paper clipped that there, and then of course got a little bit of lace on the edge of that paper clip. So then that goes back over, and over here, guys, we made this pocket in the last video, and I had remembered that I wanted to use some of my vintage wallpaper, and of course this is pink, so you know, gotta have it. Beautiful collage in there. Absolutely love that. So I just put a little snippet of that in there. This is some vintage ledger paper, and I had did some, what is this stuff called? Yeah, that stuff. on there. Yep, completely blank this morning, so we're just going to go with it. Texture paste, there you go. See, sometimes it comes, sometimes it don't. And then that pocket, another piece of vintage wallpaper, and I just left it torn. Here I took a little snippet of lace and a rusted safety pin and just pinned it together, and I actually put it through the paper on the inside and clipped it on there. This is 1948 vintage envelope, so just tuck that in this pocket here. We've got some collage back there, so that just tucks in there somehow. There we go. And then flip it over, and we have a little pocket here with a Polaroid. Again, some collage back there. Love these Polaroids. And then this was just some vintage and antique stuff in my stash. So just a piece of paper, and then a card that's got some writing on it. You can see where the paper clip rusted there. Absolutely love that look. So, and then that's some more of that antique book page. I believe these were it's either 17 or early 1800 book page I got from Rachel over at Roxy Creations, and that was the border, and I just tore the border off and then stamped it and inked around it. So we have that there. So these just tuck down in there some kind of way. And then over here in this pocket, guys, we've got some collage back here, some embossed paper that I embossed. This paper I actually bought from Walmart. Struggle with that lace, but it's on there. So this right here, I just put a little paper clip there with some lace on it, and I took some, what are these called, brads? Yeah, I have no idea what they are, but anyway, just put 2 of those on there, and this is some antique different book pages from Rachel over at Roxy Creations, just different papers. Just put a little, that was just a piece of scrap I had, so I just inked around it and glued it on there. This right here is yeah, this is something Florentine paper. Yep, nothing's coming to me. And then antique book page from her, so just put that together with those, I don't know, what are they called? Anyway, yep, we got those on there. Jeez, I just can't remember anything today. Paper fasteners. It's sad when you got to get it out, right? Anywho. So yeah, just tuck that into that pocket there. Go, and then just put this on there, just so we got a little bit of that. Then you turn this over and collaged here, and there's our envelope. Put just a couple of pieces of antique and vintage stuff. This piece came from Rachel at Roxy Creations. This right here is just from a very vintage book. And then this is just a piece of coffee dyed paper that I stamped off on. So I put that in there. So we have just that tucked in this envelope here, kind of peeking out so you can see it. This right here is just coffee dyed paper that I just folded and tore. Put a piece of a digital there. So in this pocket we have a vintage photograph, and these people, guys, are Lily Fitzpatrick and Nathan and question mark. So yeah, love black and white photos. That looks more like it's probably antique than vintage. And then an envelope from, it looks like 1954. And then this is some of the paper that I had, guys, where I'd gotten from that estate sale. The lady was a cardiologist, and this was already there. So when I tore down these pages, maybe this was something I didn't tear. Maybe it came like that. But I wanted to keep it together, so I just put that there and tuck that into this makeshift pocket here. If I can get them back in there like I had them. Okay, I think we got it. So that's tucked into that pocket. Just some collage back here. This is vintage or antique looking handmade paper from Amazon. This right here is one of Heather at Heather and Pearl XO's, yeah, digitals. Just did a full page of that. Back here we did a lace pocket, and again I just took some vintage and antique papers that have been cut. This one was from Rachel at Rock's Creation, 1955. Just some little snippets of paper. Love the way this paper feels too. And just tucked it snug as a bug in there. Snug as a bug in a rug. What is that? Oops, I didn't close my envelope. So pretty, these digitals. Talented folks out there making these digitals. Okay, right here, this was some of that vintage paper. I folded it in half, made it into a pocket. This is Lorie, the vintage paper girl, and a Jewel Design, Jolene, her daughter's, one of their newest kits. They collaborated on together. And this is another one of those floating pocket thingies that we made. Just clipped it on there with that paper clip. And in this pocket, I just put a couple of pages, or 3 pages. This is $17.99 antique book page from Rachel at Rock's Creation. That's rag paper. I am like seriously obsessed with rag paper. Oh my, I've bought, guys, 4 or 5 or 6 of Rachel's antique rag paper books. Love it. Got it right over here to the side. And under this lace belly band that we did, I just put some music sheet here. It says "Lead Kindly Light" in "Son of My Soul," and on the back it said "Abide with Me." So just folded that and tucked it into that lace belly band there. And over here in this lace pocket here, again, some antique book page from Rachel at Rock's Creation, and this right here is just a piece of a printable. Just tucked it in there. Love those yellow flowers. Yellow roses is my mom's favorite. Some collage in here, a little snippet up there with a rusted safety pin, but that one I actually glued down, so we got that up there. And it just tookies in there. So there's that one. Here is another sheet of that antique music sheet type something stuff. Oh, I just tore it. See how fragile it is. Should have reinforced that. I didn't do it. So I may end up taking that out and reinforcing these. This right here, I'm not going to take it apart, but it is clipped at the bottom only because I'm afraid of tearing that more. But we have a card, journaling card here and a tag there, or a tag here and a tag there, whichever way you want to look at it. And there's a paper clip there with some lace on it. Open it up, and in here, this is just a printable envelope, and I just stuck some printables, different printables in there. So we got those goodies in there. Let's fold it back down. Put it down here maybe. Ugh, I don't want to tear it again. So this one I elected just to leave the way that it was. And then this right here made a little pocket there and tucked in here just a piece of a printable and another piece of vintage wallpaper. I need to start using that wallpaper more. Get rid of it. I got so much here it's like crazy and I never use it. So that's just tucked in there. And then this is just some collaging. Didn't do anything with it. And this is another one of those pockets like is on the front. Just to, excuse me, some collaging on the top and the back, on the front and the, back. My goodness. Love this digitals here. And stuck in here is just a picture, guys. And this is from an antique book from Rachel over at Roxy Creations. Very pretty. So I just folded and tucked that into this pocket. So that just goes in there. And last but not least, that's where I needed a paper clip at. This is a antique postcard here. Isn't that so pretty? I love postcards. And this is the same as the front, but different. Just Just an envelope, 1946, and one of those journaling cards stapled to it. I am already ready, guys, and pulling things for another Angie inspired journal similar to this. Not sure if it'll be ring bound, not sure. It's a project, I guess. Not sure if it'll be like just stackable ephemera or an envelope stack or something, but it's going to be more vintage. So this one I started out wanting to be, you know, more muted and more vintage like Angie's journal. And then, I mean, I love all this color in this one, so I just felt the need to have color in it. I doubt this will go in my shop. I will say, if you're interested in it, just send me a message either by email or whatever my email is, enchantedDream71@gmail.com, or get in touch with me through Etsy. I'm not going to put this for sale in my shop, but if you're interested, let me know, and I will let you know. One, this was kind of a prototype, just, you know, kind of a starting point. And also, guys, when I was, a lot of these digitals, like this one and some more throughout, when I was printing, you guys know I have a habit of just mass printing a lot of things and not paying attention to my printer. You can see, you see the lines in it. So my printer started getting those lines in it. So this is not something that I would openly put in my shop for sale with those lines going through the digitals. Is through this one as well. Not sure how well you can see that. I mean, you can't see it hardly, but they are there. So yeah, I don't think it was. Now, some of them it's actually made into, and it's not on all of them. Like, these are fine, but it is on some of them. Those are fine. These are all fine, but there are a few of these, and I decided, one, to go ahead and use the digitals in this, since it was pretty much going to be like a prototype. This one has the lines in it. Again, you can hardly barely see it on camera, and you can't see it, you know. I've seen digitals these days where it looks like they intentionally put these lines in certain parts, because a lot of times when I am paying attention, I see that line in something that printed, and it kind of scares me, and I'm like, oh no, but I look at it closer, and it's just that one section that's that way, so I know that's the way the digital was actually made. But yeah, again, I would not want to put this in my shop because of those lines and stuff. Where did this go? This is tucked in here, didn't it? Yeah, that went in there. Jeez, Lorie, get it back together. But like I said, if you are interested, just send me a message. But that's the reason it will not go in my shop. If it wasn't for that, I'm sure it would go in my shop. But yeah, if there's no interest, that's perfectly fine, because, you know, I'm not going to, just not going to sell something that has lines in the digitals. But like I said, they're barely noticeable. But I think it's really cute. I really did enjoy it. Very inspired by Angie. And like I said, I am getting some more, dare I say, I got choked up a little bit just saying it, authentic, vintage, and antique items, more muted, to go in another one. Not sure if it'll be bound this way, just not sure. Excuse me, like I said, exactly what it'll be, but yeah. Alright guys, so that's it for the Angie inspired journal here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate your support and you becoming a subscriber. And if you hit that bell, you can get notifications of whenever I post videos. I will tell you, it's 7 days a week right now. At 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I have a second video like I do every Wednesday, they post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can remember that. If not, hit that notification bell. I'm well on my way. I'm past my last big goal of 1,500 subscribers, and I am looking forward now to reaching 2,000. So if you could support me in that way, I'd really appreciate it. Also, hit that like button, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a super quick comment. That is a great way that you can support my channel. I am monetized, and things like that do make a difference to YouTube and them helping me get my shop out there by recommending my videos. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for coming along with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.